Hi there, I'm Clara. Today, I want to tell you a story about a small but special trip. I took a bus ride across the city. It may sound simple, but for me, it was a big step. I had an important interview, and I needed to take not one, but two buses to get there. But here's the fun part. While riding the bus, I also practiced English. So, how about we do it together? Let's learn English as we ride the bus with me. Ready? Let's go. Hi, I'm Clara. Today was a big day for me. I had an interview for a part-time job at a bookstore downtown, and to get there, I had to take the bus. That may sound easy to some people, but for me, it was a little bit of an adventure. I left my house early in the morning, holding my bag and feeling a little nervous. I walked to the bus stop near my apartment. While I waited, I checked the schedule. It said the next bus would arrive in 5 minutes. I took a deep breath and tried to calm myself. I really didn't want to be late. When the bus finally came, I stepped on and smiled at the driver. He seemed friendly. I asked him, "Excuse me, does this bus go to Main Street Station?" He nodded and said, "Yes, it does." That was a relief. The bus was already pretty full. It was rush hour, so a lot of people were going to work or school. I walked slowly down the aisle, hoping to find a seat. That's when I saw one that looked empty, but there was a big backpack on it. I asked the man sitting next to it, "Is this seat taken?" He quickly said, "Oh no, sorry." I asked politely, "Could you move your bag so I can sit down?" He replied, "Of course," and I sat down with a quiet thank you. As the bus moved through the city, I looked out the window. Everything felt busy. Cars, bikes, people walking fast. I glanced up and saw the route number on a small screen. Bus 8, Main Street Line. Perfect. But suddenly, I remembered something. I had to change buses at Central Park. I got a little worried and stood up. I walked carefully to the front of the bus, holding the handrail so I wouldn't fall when the bus turned. I asked the driver, "I need to transfer to another bus. Can I do that with this ticket?" He replied, "Yes, you can transfer once for free. Just get off at Central Park and take bus 12. That was good news. I held on tight as the bus got more crowded. People were now standing in the standing area talking quietly or listening to music. I didn't want to miss my stop, so I reached up and pressed the signal button. I said clearly, "Next stop, please." When the bus stopped, I got off and looked around. Central Park was beautiful with lots of trees and people walking dogs. I found the next bus stop and checked the schedule again. Only 3 more minutes until bus 12. I was still on time. When bus 12 arrived, I climbed in and smiled again. I asked the driver, "How much is the fare?" He said, $2.50. I dug into my wallet and asked, "Can I pay by card or cash?" He answered, "Cash only." Luckily, I had some coins and gave them to him. This bus wasn't as full, so I found a seat next to the window and relaxed. The bus moved slowly, and I knew I was getting close to my stop. I turned to the woman sitting beside me and asked, "Please let me know when we reach Maple Street." She smiled gently and said, "Sure." While I waited, I thought about the interview. What questions would they ask me? What should I say? My heart beat faster just thinking about it. About 10 minutes later, the woman tapped my arm and said, "This is Maple Street." I replied, "Thank you so much." As I stood up, I got off the bus and stood still for a moment. I had made it. I had taken to buses, asked the right questions, and followed the route perfectly. I felt proud. Before I walked away, I turned back to the bus and waved at the driver. I said, "Thank you. Have a nice day," with a big smile. Taking the bus might seem simple to others, but for me, today it meant something more. It meant I could do things on my own, one stop at a time. Thanks for joining me on the bus today. I hope you enjoyed the story and learned some new English words and phrases. If you want to remember the vocabulary better, I've made a PDF file with all the useful words and sentences from the story. There is also a fun quiz with multiple-choice questions so you can test your understanding. You can find the links below this video or in the description. If you like this story, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel for more fun English stories and lessons. Hey there, beautiful people. Welcome back to English Podcast for You, where learning English is fun, natural, and part of real life. In today's episode, I'm taking you with me through a real morning in my life. From having breakfast at my favorite little restaurant to working on my laptop and even helping a tourist who was totally lost, you'll hear useful vocabulary, real conversations, and clear, natural English. This is a great way to improve your listening, learn how to give directions, and understand how native speakers talk in everyday life. I left my apartment around 8:30. The sky was bright blue. The sun was already warm and there was a light breeze in the air. I took a deep breath and smiled. It felt like the perfect start to the day. The streets were still quiet, just a few people walking dogs and some shop owners opening their doors. I passed by a flower shop and the smell of fresh roses and lavender filled the air. I stopped for a second just to enjoy it. I really love slow mornings like this. They help me feel centered and peaceful before a busy day. I walked into my favorite little restaurant called Sunny Bites. It's not fancy, but it's warm and welcoming. The walls are painted light yellow and there are plants in every corner. Real ones, not plastic. A jazz song was playing quietly in the background. I chose my usual table by the window. From there, I can see people passing by outside. It's the perfect place to relax and watch the world. At the table near mine, an older man with silver hair and a gray scarf was slowly turning the pages of a newspaper. He looked like someone who had been coming here every morning for years. Two women sat near the back speaking in a mix of English and Italian. One had a big red bag and the other kept checking her phone. I think they were tourists, maybe planning their next stop. A little boy sat with his mother at the far table playing quietly with a toy car. His laughter made everyone smile. "Good morning, Maria. Your usual today?" "Good morning. Yes, please. Scrambled eggs with chives, brown toast, a cappuccino and actually, can I have a glass of fresh orange juice too?" "Of course. That'll be out in just a few minutes. Thank you so much." They know me here. I don't come every day, but often enough that we greet each other by name. It feels nice, like being part of a small, quiet community. My breakfast arrived, and it looked perfect. The scrambled eggs were soft and fluffy, sprinkled with green chives. The toast was crispy and warm, and the cappuccino had a tiny heart drawn in the foam. I smiled and took a picture. I always take a picture every time. I ate slowly, enjoying each bite. I listened to the sounds around me. Soft music, cups clinking, the low hum of people talking. Everything felt peaceful. Sometimes it's not the big things that make you feel happy. It's breakfast in a cozy place with people around. No rush at all. After breakfast, I opened my laptop. I had emails to answer, a new YouTube script to finish, and some ideas to write down for my English course. I put on my headphones, played some light piano music, and started working. I worked for about 2 hours, focused, calm, steady. Every now and then, I'd look out the window and watch people walking by. Some fast, some slow, some carrying shopping bags, others holding hands. Suddenly, someone walked up to my table. "Excuse me, sorry to bother you." "Yes, how can I help you?" "I'm trying to find the city center mall. I think I took a wrong turn." "You're actually close. Are you walking?" "Yes, if it's not too far." "It's about a 5-minute walk. Just go straight down the street until you reach a big roundabout with a fountain. Then take the second exit. Basically, turn right after going halfway around. You'll see a bakery called Sweet on the corner." "Sweet, got it. Sounds delicious." "It is." From there, walk 2 more minutes and the mall will be on your left. It's a big white building with glass doors and silver letters. "Thanks. Are there any landmarks nearby?" "Yes. There's a movie theater called Galaxy Cinema next to it, and across the street, a park with benches and a fountain." "That's super helpful. Thank you so much." "You're welcome. Are you visiting?" "Yes, from Toronto. First time here." "That's great. Don't miss the Old Town area. It's beautiful in the evening. And if you like fish, try Blue Ocean by the harbor." "You're amazing. Thank you again. Enjoy your day and have fun exploring." At exactly noon, I finished writing the last sentence of my lesson plan, saved my work, and slowly closed my laptop. My hands were a little tired, so I stretched my fingers, rolled my shoulders, and leaned back in the chair. It felt good to move after sitting for so long. I looked down at my cappuccino. It had gone cold, but I still took one last sip. Even cold, the flavor was rich and smooth, and somehow still comforting, like the end of a good chapter. I glanced out the window. The street outside was now busy with people going to lunch, delivery bikes zipping by, and 2 children chasing each other across the sidewalk. The calm of the morning was turning into the rhythm of the afternoon. I packed up my notebook and laptop, but I stood up slowly, still feeling peaceful. I walked over to the counter to pay. The waiter smiled and said, "See you again soon." And I replied, "Definitely, thank you." It was perfect as always. He waved as I left, and I stepped outside into the bright midday sun. The air felt warmer now, and the city was alive with sound, footsteps, conversations, distant music from a shop nearby. As I walked down the street, I felt light and proud. It hadn't been a huge day, but it had been a good one, full of little joys, meaningful moments, and even a surprise conversation with a tourist. And that to me is what makes life beautiful. And that was a simple, real morning in my life full of little moments that made me feel calm, happy, and connected. From enjoying a quiet breakfast, getting some work done to helping a friendly tourist on the street, it reminded me that even ordinary days can be special. I hope you enjoyed spending this morning with me, and I hope you learned some new words, phrases, and expressions you can use in real life. Hi everyone, it's me, Clara. How are you today? Summer is here. The weather is hot. The sky is blue. And there's one thing we all love to do in summer: go to the beach. In today's story, I'll take you with me on a beach day. We'll learn new English words and simple sentence structures, all in a fun and easy way. So, are you ready? Let's go to the beach together. In the morning, I wake up early because I feel excited. Today, I go to the beach. I open the window and look outside. The sun shines and the sky is blue. It is a perfect day for the beach. I eat breakfast, some toast, one boiled egg, and a glass of orange juice. Then I pack my beach bag. I put in a towel, sunscreen, sunglasses, and a big hat. I also take a bottle of water and some snacks. I look at my bag and smile. Okay, I say, I'm ready. Let's go to the beach. I walk to the bus stop. The weather is hot, but I feel happy. I wait for a few minutes. Then the bus arrives. I get on the bus and find a seat near the window. As the bus moves, I look outside. I see green trees, small shops, and people riding bicycles. Some children wave at the bus. I smile and wave back. After a short ride, I see the ocean. It looks big and blue. The sun shines on the water. It looks beautiful. The bus stops near the beach. I get off and take a deep breath. I can hear the waves and smell the sea air. Yes, I say, the beach is here. I walk on the sand. It is soft and warm. I take off my shoes and feel the sand under my feet. I smile. This feels nice, I say. I find a good spot. I lay down my towel and sit. I put on more sunscreen and wear my sunglasses. The sun is strong today, but the wind is cool. I look at the sea. The waves move slowly. I listen to the sound. It is calm and peaceful. I see people around me. Some people swim. Some play with a ball. A man reads a book. A woman takes photos of the ocean. I sit on my towel and take a deep breath. I love the beach. I say quietly. Now I want to go into the water. I stand up and run to the sea. The water touches my feet. It feels cold, but I like it. I walk in slowly. Then I swim. I move my arms and kick my legs. The water is cool and fresh. I laugh and splash. Some small waves hit me. I play in the water like a child. I see other people in the sea. A boy jumps over the waves. A girl floats on her back. They look happy. Near the shore, two children build a sand castle. They use small buckets and shovels. The castle looks big and strong. I swim one more time, then walk back to my towel. I feel tired, but also very happy. After swimming, I feel hungry. I sit under a big beach umbrella. The shade is cool. The wind is soft. I open my bag and take out my lunch. I eat a sandwich with cheese and vegetables. I drink water and eat some grapes. They are sweet and cold. While I eat, I watch the people around me. A man plays guitar. A baby sleeps on a mat. A dog runs in the sand. Everyone looks relaxed. After lunch, I lie down on my towel. I look at the sky. The clouds move slowly. One cloud looks like a dolphin. I smile and take a photo. Then I close my eyes and take a short nap. The sound of the waves is like music. I feel peaceful and happy. Later in the day, the sun starts to go down. The sky turns orange, pink, and purple. It looks like a painting. I sit on my towel and watch the sunset. I take a few photos. I smile. This is so beautiful, I say. The beach becomes quiet. Some people leave. Some children pick up their toys. The waves are slow and soft now. I pack my things, my towel, sunglasses, and water bottle. I check the sand. I don't leave any trash. I want to keep the beach clean. Before I leave, I look at the sea one more time. Goodbye, beach, I say. See you again soon. I walk to the bus stop. I feel a little tired, but I also feel calm and happy. When I get home, I take a shower and change my clothes. Then I sit near the window with my notebook. The sky is dark now. The stars are small, but they shine. I open a clean page and write. Today I go to the beach. I swim, eat lunch, watch the sunset, and feel happy. The sea is big. The wind is soft. The beach is beautiful. I read my words and smile. Then I close the notebook and whisper, "Good night, Clara. You have a great day. Thank you so much for joining me today." I hope you enjoy the story, My Day at the Beach. It was a simple day, but very special to me. If you like this video, don't forget to click subscribe so we can keep learning English together. And as always, take care and see you next.